Hi, my name is Dori Carrillo, and I will be presenting on the case of Michael Garcia versus Starbucks. So, the significance of this case in relation to the legal environment of business is that this case highlights negligence, breach of duty of care, and a potential product liability. So, negligence is an act or omission that causes harm by creating an unreasonable risk, even if it was done without intention. Duty of care is an obligation for a business to act with reasonable caution to prevent harm to others. And product liability is a legal principle that holds businesses accountable for any injuries that are caused by their products. The case information in this case, the defendant being Starbucks, was negligent in ensuring the proper securing of its product, leading to harm to the plaintiff. The parties are the plaintiff, Michael Garcia, is a 30-year-old male who was a Postmates food delivery driver, and the defendant is Starbucks, a coffee house chain. So, some quick facts of background of the case. This occurred back in 2020. Garcia, as I mentioned, a Postmates delivery driver, was in the drive-through of a Starbucks there to pick up an order of three hot teas. When the barista provided the drinks to Garcia, one of the teas burned uh, Michael Garcia and caused severe injuries, such as third-degree burns in the lower part of his body. So a few more specifics on the case. This, as I said, happened in 2020 in Exposition Park, California. Garcia was there to pick up an order, and he was provided three 20-ounce drinks called medicine ball teas. If you're not familiar what these teas are, they're very popular, especially when you're not feeling well. They're extremely hot. And when the Starbucks carrier, I'm sorry, the Starbucks barista put the drinks in the carrier, one of the lids wasn't secured properly. So when she leans over to give the drinks to Garcia, one of the teas that did not have the lid on correctly immediately fell on his lap. And the tea that spilled caused third-degree burns to his penis, his groin, and inner thighs. He had to go undergo multiple surgeries, and he has suffered permanent disfigurement and just lifelong of pain and suffering. And before the trial, Starbucks even offered Garcia a settlement. They initially offered a $3 million settlement and later increased it to $30 million. But Garcia only agreed to accept it if Starbucks was willing to offer a public apology and change its policies to ensure that hot drinks were secured, and Starbucks refused, which led this case to go to trial. And I included a picture taken from the security camera video from the Starbucks location, and the arrow here pointing in red is the drink that was not properly secured. So some legal conflicts in this case is negligence versus duty of care. So did Starbucks fail to exercise reasonable care? And should Starbucks be liable for their barista's mistake? And product liability. Did Starbucks fail to implement proper safety protocols to prevent the accident? Was this something that could not have been prevented? And comparative negligence. Starbucks in this case could argue that it was Garcia's fault that led to his own injury. So the case outcome on March 14th of this year, Starbucks was ordered to pay Garcia $50 million for past and future damage for pain and suffering. However, Starbucks believes that this punishment was way too harsh and they plan to appeal the verdict. JC Anderson, the director of corporate communications at Starbucks, was quoted saying, "We disagree with the jury's decision that we were at fault for this incident and believe the damages awarded to be excessive." So some of the key learnings in this case that I observed is that companies have a of care to ensure that their products do not pose any risks, and that includes something as simple as a drink. Proper training, safety procedures for their employees is extremely important, not only when they are hired, but just as an ongoing basis, and implement regular checks to ensure that something like this doesn't occur again. Because as we can see, negligence can lead to very severe financial consequences for companies. And these businesses, as they should be, are fully responsible for injuries that are caused by the people that they employ, as they are representing their brand, um, and any other unsafe service methods as well. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you for watching.